Good afternoon, everyone. You made it to Hump Day. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin.
Did you fill up your gas tank?
No, stop the panic buying. It's going to make it worse.
It is making it worse in the Southeast, where they are runs on gas stations. There are 1,000 gas stations without any gasoline whatsoever, and it's all because of the coastline cyber attack.
There's pipeline panic going on right now.
Pipeline panic. I like that.
Now, once they get the pipeline fixed, we should be okay, but people are worried it won't be fixed. But the problem of these cyber attacks, that did not go away once they pay the ransom or do whatever they're going to do to get this going again.
Right.
And it's just kind of so scary that, like, terrorists, essentially, let's call them terrorists, these hackers, can wreak havoc like on that much of the world with a computer program.
So, people are. My brother sent out when the first notification came in. It was Saturday morning.
Yeah.
That we had been. There was a cyber attack.
Yeah.
The first thing he did was send me a text. Go fill up your car. And it was the first thing I did. And then I got to my mother's house and I filled up her car. I'm one of those panicked people.
Well, and that's what happened with the pandemic. And then we saw runs on things and we saw prices go up. So by panicking, we're making the prices go up even more.
So stop panicking.
Stop panicking.
All right, very good.
Easier said than done, I know, for some people. Hey, I really love this teacher. Let's give a shout out to all the great teachers out there who do unusual things, especially unusual things during the pandemic to get people to tune in.
Yeah.
This art teacher in New Jersey was finding out a lot of people weren't showing up to log into the virtual class until he started TikToking as a superhero.
Look at this. He has over 20 different costumes. And he says he will not reveal the costume unless you sign in and join him for his virtual class. So he's really made a difference. He's almost got 100% attendance now with all of these kids joining.
You know, he said he noticed that when he was trying to teach before.
Look at how fun this is, Sarah.
He's really so good.
It's awesome.
And he knew that young people like TikTok. He watched them getting distracted before the pandemic on their phones.
Yeah, he was like,
and he thought, well, I'm going to go try this TikTok thing and maybe they'll listen to me. And it worked.
What is this TikTok thing, Kara? What is this TikTok thing?
You know that we're on TikTok sometimes.
We are?
Yes.
Who puts us
Follow
there?
the WFSB account on TikTok, because every now and then Scott and I have been put on TikTok.
Who puts us on the TikTok?
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea. We have a TikTok.
Well, Better Connecticut doesn't have a TikTok, but the WFSB has a TikTok, and we have been on it. Often doing things like singing Christmas songs that we don't know all the words to, or weird things that we often do on this show.
Well, speaking of singing, Broadway is going to be back in full swing in September. What do you think of this, Kara?
This is so exciting. I want to go get Hamilton tickets or Lion King tickets.
I want to see Wicked.
Just to support it. The Great White Way is going to open again. It's going to take a little time, so not this summer, but they're saying they're going to open at 100% capacity, just following CDC guidelines, which may mean that you're going to be wearing masks inside. But that's just such a ray of light for New York.
And I want to give you a lot of credit, Kara, because the story was written as the glass was half empty, and you turned it into a positive, the glass is half full.
Yes, I didn't like how the story was written out there in the Great
World
Wide
Way is going to continue looking more like the Great Empty Way for a few more months.
And I said, well, how about the fact that the Great White Way is going to be open at 100% in September? Let's focus on that.
You are my glass of positivity this morning.
We all got to do what we can. Okay, so what else?
I love this next story. Facebook says it's testing out ways to urge people to read the news articles before they share them.
Right, and Twitter's already doing this. If you're using Twitter, you notice sometimes you see a great headline, you start to press retweet, and it'll say, have you read this whole thing?
Right.
Because there are literally bots out there creating headlines, trying to drum up viral activity, knowing that people aren't going to go in there and read the actual thing.
Exactly.
So it's really important upon us that we be informed and know what's credible.
We be 108. That's what reminded you. I don't know why you just reminded me of that.
Really? What does that mean?
There's a radio station here in Connecticut.
Oh.
But you said Weeby.
Weeby, okay.
I'm like Weeby 108.
Meanwhile, Demi Lovato is going to finally solve the UFO mystery.
Yeah, Demi Lovato's going out of space. Well, she's not going out of space. She's talking to people who have been abducted.
She intends to prove that aliens are out there. She has a Peacock Network limited series called Unidentified with Demi Lovato. Now, this is in conjunction. The Pentagon is supposed to be releasing some classified information on UFOs. All the stuff is coming out.
She has a dress on here. Oh, there. Okay, she's got a little bit more clothing on here. That's very good. So she is going to be talking to people that literally were abducted, Kara?
That's what she says.
Okay, so it's going to be out of this world.
And she's going to be doing her own experiments.
What does that mean? She's going to be like standing out in the middle of the night waiting for spaceships to come get her?
Well,
we'll have to wait and see.
Let's ask you this. Do you think there could be extra life in the universe?
100%.
100%. Do we really think we're the only things that exist?
Well, the narcissist in us says yes.
In you. No, I'm sure I just think that, of course, we just haven't figured it out yet.
Just too weird.
But I don't think they're going to come hurt us and abduct us.
No, exactly.
But I mean, there's a giant universe with multiple galaxies.
Huge.
I mean.
Yeah, there's got to be something
I
else
just think Elon Musk would be better to tell us than I like Demi Lovato. But
all right. All right, Alex Rodriguez says, go Yankees, after news of Jennifer Lopez spending time with Red Sox fan Ben Affleck. They are back, well, supposedly they're hanging out together, Kara. So, as you know, Ben Affleck is a huge Red Sox fan. So they asked Alex Rodriguez what he thought of these two spending time together, and he said, go Yankees, which is a very, very funny response.
Yeah, because of course he formerly played for the New York
Ben
Yankees.
Affleck's a handsome man, right?
Yeah, he is.
She's pretty.
She is gorgeous.
She's pretty.
She's 50 years old, and look at her. Like her. Have you seen her abs on Facebook lately? Because she's been doing these charity concerts. I mean, she's incredible.
Look at them. They look like Mr. and Mrs. Bond, right? God bless them. Beautiful couple.
Anyway, I'm still mad at Alex Rodriguez if he messed that up.
Well, there you have it.
That was just not nice.
What's going on with the royal baby?
Meghan Markle, and then we know that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are going to have another baby.
They're having a girl.
So all kinds of betting rings are going on of what will this baby be named.
Now, the question you asked earlier in the meeting was, do people actually bet and wager money on this?
Yeah, I guess they do. I was like, really? Are people spending their money and making money on these things?
Making money on these things.
And I guess they do. And the odds right now are going to, how would you say it, Philippa? They're saying that she will likely name her baby after Harry's dearly departed grandfather, Prince Philip.
Is Philippa a name, or are they just like, it's like Scatina?
I think somebody should name their baby Scatina.
Scatina, like it would be a girl named after me, Scatina. I think that's awesome. Well, anyway, they have slashed the betting odds on the name to 3-1. Yes, the baby support for Philippa, the support for baby named Philippa is growing. So we'll have to wait and see. But you know what? They could name her Diana.
They always said it could be Diana.
I think that would be beautiful.
I just don't know. Do royals have a tradition? And I know that she's technically stepped away from royal duties. Do you name after? Well, I guess Diana's deceased. Did you actually take the first? A lot of times they do it as a middle name.
Middle name, which is what
I'm just wondering.
Their cousins did.
Yeah, all the recent twins that were born were Philip for the middle names.
Well, sing it with me, Kara. Well, you want to be a royal. All right.
This is what happens. Scott every day sings songs that he doesn't know all the words to, and then they're stuck in my head all day long, and I have to search the lyrics to get them out.
Absolutely.